hello, and welcome.
Hey.
It's Monday. It's Monday.
Monday.
Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Isn't there a song that says Monday?
Monday.
Ba-da,
Da-da-da-da. Yep. Ba-ba-ba.
Just another manic Monday.
Also, da-da-da.
Come on, give me another one.
Wish
Give me
it
another
was a Sunday.
one. Wish it was a Friday.
What's
Shit.
up, Kyle Nunez? Good to see you, my dude. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is
The Commodore.
That's
What's
right, baby. We are the Kitchenkillaz, classified as a touring acoustic duo, crashing kitchens around the country. Do it every Friday. We do it
free.
And tonight we have a special guest. My man Michael James is joining us today. We're extremely excited to have him. A fantastic musician, and he has a great beard game as well. He rocks the beard, which I'm excited for you guys to see. Like he's a stunning looking young man.
I'm jealous of every person with facial hair.
He's a stunning looking young man and a fantastic musician. We're going to be chatting with him in just a little bit. We're really excited to have him. He's going to be playing some tunes, and we also have a music video that he has out that we're going to be playing. We're actually going to wrap the show with it, which is going to be freaking cool. So we talked to him a little bit in the pre-show. Super awesome dude, absolutely down to earth, incredible singer, songwriter, runner, and husband. So we're going to chat with him about all those things. So stick around, guys. We're going to get to the wrap up and make this happen. Carl Miller, good to see you. Matt McIver, what's up, my man? Great to see everybody. Allison Basie, good to see everybody. Hello, Kaylee. Great to see you, love. Thank you for joining us tonight. We most certainly appreciate it.
Hello.
Hello. So we have some stuff to get to, so let's get to it real quick because listen, Michael James is a busy guy, and it's pretty late over in it's pretty late over in Ireland. I think it's pushing 11:30 right now. So we're really excited to have him ready to rock and roll, play a little music for us. We're going to be chatting with him in just a bit. However, last Monday we got to chat a little bit. It was our weekly wrap up. We had a great time. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We wrapped that one up with a little plush, which was Nathan's recommendation, one of our Patreon patrons. He joined us for the Patreon show just a couple weeks ago. He guessed the BPM, nailed it in the BPM challenge, and he recommended that we learn a plush by Stone Temple Pilots, which we did. We added it to the repertoire. We played it the entire month of July, which is super cool. So
and then we played it again on Wednesday.
Yes, we did.
Because it was the last day of the year.
That's right. We played it. We're getting there. We played it. We played plush last Monday. Then we wrapped it up with Africa, which was a request by Kyle Nunez. Actually, stand by. Alexa, set the temperature to 72. Man. So we did both. Yay. So we did we did both of those things last Monday. We played Plush by Stone Temple Pilots, and we wrapped it up with a little Africa by Toto, some meow meows. Now he did
I love playing that song.
He did ask for the kitten mittens, but you only get that in the Patreon show. So if you're a Patreon patron, head over to patreon.com/KitchenKillaz, sign up, and we'll make it happen for you, baby.
Does that mean we're playing it on Wednesday?
I don't know, man. We'll find out.
We'll see if Kyle's there.
Who knows? Don't say stuff like that, because then he'll remember that we just said that, and it's going to happen because he's in here.
On.
He wouldn't have remembered.
No,
he would have come up with a brand new song.
That.
Nope, he would have had no idea. That's okay. We're manifesting destiny. Plus, we just played that, so I don't know if you'll get it again. Maybe next month. We'll find out. Who knows? I think because Kyle may not feel like an Africa. He may not feel Africa on Wednesday. He may want to go with something different.
That he's
I don't know. He may not be in a Toto mood. Who knows? Who knows?
But I'm not in a Toto mood.
We had a good time last Monday. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It was a really great time, a really great wrap-up. We got to play some jams for you guys and hang out and chat a little bit about the previous week, which was pretty crazy. Before that, this one was just as crazy. So Tuesday, we got to chill. Wednesday, we were at Castledore Studios, which was awesome. Really happy to be there. Zach Cabral, Dr. Alyssa Rose, and Hayden was in the house. So we had the tall drink of water, Hayden himself, which was super cool. Man, we had a great time at Castledore. It's always so much fun to hang out with those guys. If you ever have the opportunity, even if you wanted to join us on one of the Wednesdays that we go over to Castledore, just send us a message. We'll reach out to Zach and Alyssa. We'll make sure we get it cleared, and you guys can check out the studio because it's stunning. It's absolutely brilliant. So what did we do last Wednesday? You came up with a great idea. You were like, let's play these songs.
The album.
Bingo. That's right. KitchenKillaz.com.
The album. What album?
You can buy an album.
Our first brand new
stream an
album.
Whatever you want to do with the album. It was fantastic. Yeah, we did that. Then we did a couple extras, I think, as well. I think we took because we had our good friend Lauren was in the house, so she had recommended we play a little 3 a.m. We rocked 3 a.m. Our good friend Lauren was in the feed, which is really good to see her all the time. It's fantastic, just like it's great to see you guys. So we did a little 3 a.m. We did some plush, of course, because it was the last day of the month.
Yeah.
Not the year.
Wow, we played the Pop-Tart song too?
That's right. That's right. Cal Nunez
Good for
says,
us.
I'm always in a Toto mood. Word, homie. Next Patreon show, I'll actually still listen, Kaylee. Don't make threats like that. They're not idle threats. I know you, and you'll definitely do it. Plus, Luke was being kind of ornery today, so if you were here, I probably would have let you do it because he was being a little pita. He was being a little tiny pita. But it was we had a good time at Castledor, man. We always have a great time when we go out there, hang out with Zach and Alyssa. It's always a lot of fun. We did some new stuff this time as well. We actually got to reduce the amount of hardware that we use. We use the quotes and the comments on a different device rather than having the projector and the laptop and all that stuff.
Yeah,
we didn't bring the laptop. They didn't bring the projector. None of that was on purpose. But then we realized we didn't need it anyway.
It was serendipitous.
It was super cool, man.
We don't need them.
Faster setup, more streamlined, more effective, more efficient. Just super cool, man. So huge shout out to Zach and Alyssa for hosting us last Wednesday. Always great to see those guys. I'm excited to go back every time. I always feel like it's so far away, and then the next thing you know, we're knocking on the door.
We're like, blink.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It's the end of the month.
That's this week.
That's this week.
Oh. Not this week. That's
right.
That's what we say.
That's the thoughts we
when
had
it
last
is
week.
that week.
When it is that week, which was last week.
And we're excited to go there.
Yeah.
We're excited to be there this month.
Yeah,
But
it's
we
going to be
gotta
awesome.
Wait 3 more weeks.
I know, right?
It's silly.
It's okay. We got a couple Patreon shows. So every Wednesday, except for the last Wednesday of the month, we stream live to a private Facebook group that is comprised of all of our Patreon patrons. We have 26 Patreon patrons. Thank you guys so much. We released, we'll get into that. We're really happy for all those Patreon patrons to be a part of it. So if you guys are looking to be a part of the private Patreon feed, head over to patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. $5 a month, 17 cents a day is the smallest that you can sign up for. And it's super cool, man. You get a lot of really cool stuff. You know, like we really work hard to make sure that we bring a lot of value to our Patreon patrons. And we always take recommendations from our Patreon patrons. What would you like to see? How would you like to see us grow? Do you feel like you're getting the value that you pay for? And it's always been a resounding absolutely. You guys are crazy. This is great. Thank you so much. And it's like, that's what we want to hear. We definitely want to make sure we're providing value, you know. So
I'd be the guy like, I paid my $5. I want 12 shows.
I want 100 shows.
This is bullshit.
I want 3,000 shows, you crackheads. So we
very
had a really
needy.
good time. The last Wednesday of every month, we go to Castledor and we stream that live. So that's a public show that we stream. Now we did take into consideration that we'd have our set list for that show made by our Patreon patrons. So they may not get a private show on the last Wednesday because it is a public show, but maybe through the Patreon feedback, we can create the set list that we play at Castledor, which would then again hopefully motivate people to be a part of the Patreon.
We're gonna do that so the week before.
Yeah. You know, the week before
Okay.
we'll figure out how we want to do it, and we'll whittle it down to 5-6 songs or something like that we play at Castledor, which I think would be pretty cool. You know, and we can get those cuts and we can send them to Sage, so then she can get them on the Belter radio and the international radio and HWWS radio and Indie Scene radio and all that good stuff. I think it'll work out really well.
Love it.
That's it, man. We're just talking in real time. So this past Thursday was what did we do? Oh, we were on It's All Fine and Dangy.
It's all fine and dangy.
It's all dude. That was fun. I'm excited for that to come out.
I would do that once a month too.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude. I think in the hour and a half show that we talked about KitchenKillaz for maybe 15 minutes, and the rest of it was just like life. It was just talking about life. It was talking about what's going on in the world, what's happening with all a bunch of different stuff, and it's so fun to sit down with Dan and Angie. They're just incredible people, you know. And it was the first higher rated show.
Yeah.
That was the very first one. Our
But
recording.
they're very like-minded.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
very
absolutely.
similar in our thought patterns and our mannerisms
Ideals,
and
methodologies,
ideals.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's always a good time hanging out with those guys.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. It really is. And last Thursday we were there. We were in the brand new studio that they have.
We got
they
to meet their
revamped the whole
bartender.
thing. We got to meet their bartender. Oh my goodness gracious!
It's an AI bartender.
It's a bartesian, is what it's called. It's a bartesian. It makes over 100 mixed drinks with these little capsules. So if you want, like, I think I had a couple rum runners, and you had what did you have? You had a
I have no idea.
I don't know. Did you have a margarita? Is
I had
that
a
what you
margarita.
You had a margarita.
And I had some.
So they have these little like mixer
drink.
capsules. So you put the mixer capsule in, you put what drink you want, and then the bartesian does the rest of the work and makes the drink all by itself. It's freaking crazy.
It actually scans the barcode.
Yeah.
The machine scans the barcode on the little mixer thing that you
so
put
it
in
knows
there.
what it is.
So like, oh, I know what you want,
Yep.
and it picks the right
Bip, bip,
liquor,
bip,
and
bip,
it's like.
It's crazy, man. It was super cool. Like we learned a lot last Thursday hanging out with Dan and Angie, and it's always fun to hang out with them, man. Like we really were hanging with Dan and Angie. Yes, Matthew Pfeiffer, an alcoholic Keurig.
It
That's
really
very,
is.
very similar.
That's exactly.
That's exactly what.
That's exactly
That's
right.
exactly it. Yeah. If I looked at that, I'd be like, that's a Keurig for alcoholics. I mean, an alcoholic Keurig. My bad.
Easy. However, I can totally see it being very easy to become an alcoholic with that machine.
Oh my God, it's so easy. You don't even have to do any work anymore. You just walk in and you click the button, and the next thing you know, you're loaded.
I want this one.
Meh. So it was really good. We had a good week last week, and thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you're just joining us, my name is Billy Floyd. That is
Commodore.
We are the Kitchen Killaz, and we have my man Michael James from across the pond from our.
He's backstage.
Fantastic recommendation from Matt McIver, an incredible musician, singer, songwriter, educator, and a very patient individual. Matt and I talked a little bit last week, and what a good guy. Just a good, all-around hell of a model Irishman.
Good. Good dude.
Good dude, too. So, yeah, man, it was really good hanging out with Dan and Angie last Thursday. Castledore on Wednesday. Kind of a little bit of chilling on Tuesday. Monday, we had a great wrap-up, which brought us to this past Friday. This past Friday, we got to hang out with Reese Peacock. It was his 38th birthday, 20-year anniversary of EMS Mobile Detailing. He had a tough day, too.
Every time you say that, I do the math. I'm like, 18 years old.
Yeah,
man.
18 years old, started detailing cars. Still doing it today.
Oh, man.
Till today,
So
he's
crazy.
still doing it.
Started his own business.
Yeah, started his own business. At 18 years old, dude started his own business 2 decades later.
When I think of myself at 18 years old,
yeah,
I couldn't even keep a job.
I agree, Heather. Heather says we need one in the kitchen at work. No one will know. How will they know? No one will know. How will they know? It's true. We might need to put it in the little lounge we have because nobody goes in there anyway. I'm just saying. I'm just going to throw it out there. We'll figure it out, Heather. But it's called a Bartesian. If you guys have a chance to check it out, man, check it out. For those of you that like mixed drinks, for those of you that practice healthy moderation, check it out. For those of you that don't practice healthy moderation, don't check it out.
Don't get one.
Don't get one.
It's danger.
It's very, very dangerous. But we had a good time. Reese Peacock was awesome. We did a little potluck, which was awesome. A couple of his friends brought some fantastic food. Dude, that pulled pork was incredible.
Dude, not to take any attention away from the baked ziti, or the Mandarin Cool Whip lemon cake.
Yeah.
But that pulled pork, man, that was something special.
It was incredible.
And we've had competition style.
Oh yeah.
Pork.
Yeah, we've been to barbecue competitions with winners of competitions and had their pulled pork
in the back of the trailer, like tasting their competition stuff.
We just handed it in to the judges. Here's some for you to try.
Dude.
And this past Friday,
he killed it.
I would. That's competition level, man.
I don't know how that is.
I feel that's competition level.
I ate it cold with no sauce, and it was amazing
by itself. Yeah.
Amazing.
It was awesome, dude. It was really, really awesome,
it up
man.
And put it was actually better without the barbecue sauce
Dude,
on it.
The flavor was awesome, and he walked us through how he did it, how he made it, what he prepped it with. It was a combo, slow smoke and sous vide, which that's incredible. Like, it was so awesome. And he had never even done it like that before. He was like, well, I had a small timetable. He sous vide it for 15 hours? Something crazy like that?
I think what happened was
What's up, Jen Shoko? What's up, Nori?
And he wanted to keep smoking it, but he had to go to sleep.
Yeah, he had to go to sleep.
And you can't leave it in the smoker. You got to pay attention to it, but you can leave it in the sous vide.
Yeah.
While you're sleeping.
Yeah.
So he put it in the sous vide, and then he took it back out of the sous vide, and he put it back in the smoker just to give it that char.
Yep, just to give it the char, man. And it was so good. We actually talked to him about possibly crashing his kitchen or have him featured on a show because it was so awesome, and he offered to make brisket. He's like, I can make anything. You want me to make brisket? And I was like, the Commodore loves brisket.
I do.
And, dude, if his brisket is half as good as his pulled pork.
Dude, we were talking about getting it back on. I was like, only if you make the pork. And he's like, I can make brisket.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
So we're going to figure that out. We might actually, I might actually invite him to our kitchen, to crash our kitchen, bring a bunch of friends and family over, have him rock the brisket. So, we're kind of chilling. We're kind of taking it easy. We got the pool patio out there. It's going to be beautiful. I can just see it in my mind, man. It's going to be so good. So last Friday was awesome, dude. It was really, really great. Reese Peacock, thank you so much for having us. Such a good guy. He's been a Patreon patron for quite some time. He's been EMS Mobile Detailing for 20 years, turned 38 years old on Friday. He's raised a beautiful family in a beautiful house in a beautiful environment, brought all of his friends and family, and they all been friends for a really, really long time. So it was cool to go there on Friday night and kind of chill and experience this food and just meet his friends. Were really, really awesome, dude. We had a great time. We sold some merch, sold some shirts.
They're a tight-knit group.
They are definitely a tight-knit group. They were super respectful. It was really great. Everybody got along, which was awesome. You never really know what you're going to run into when you run into a group of people that you don't know. You never really know what you're going to run into. We've had some dicey situations.
And they're a tight-knit. They've been friends for a very long time, so they're very...
And they keep each other in check.
They're very comfortable with each other. That's when
That's
like
true.
someone who is not in that immediate circle, you're like, whoa.
Yeah. I wanted to
Whoa.
put this up. Kaylee's like, you're making me so hungry just by naming off those dishes. Dude, the baked ziti, awesome. The
Yep.
pulled pork, awesome.
Yep.
And then it was yellow cake with Cool Whip topping with sliced mandarin oranges on top.
It was lemon cake.
Lemon cake.
The original recipe
Was a
was
pineapple
yellow.
one,
Was
right?
yellow cake with Cool Whip and pineapple.
And
on top.
pineapples, that's right.
But Pam,
She switched it up.
Pam wanted to mix it up.
Pam.
So they did lemon cake
Yeah.
with Cool Whip,
Yeah.
and then mandarin oranges on
Oh,
top.
so good. It was super moist. It was
delicious.
super delicious.
It sounds weird,
It was
but it was
almost
good.
like it was almost the consistency of like a tres leches cake. Like it was very very
It was
moist. It was
gooey.
really really gooey. It was so freaking good. Friday night was such an awesome time, man. We had such a great time.
Matthew
and
Pfeiffer,
again,
yes.
A huge shout out to Reese. Kaylee, good. We're trying to make you hungry. That's what we're trying to do. Jesselyn Hernandez, Orlando Foodie Girl, steps in. I don't know. I didn't get any, so I get the final word on how good it is. He can deliver some to my home. I don't know if they do personal deliveries, Jesselyn, but I like where your head's at. I really like that. She's like, step it up. Home delivery.
I want some.
We need pulled pork home delivery.
I need to be able to comment. Give me some. Give
We
me
need
some
pulled
pork.
pork home delivery. I think we actually said that on the show that he would bring you pulled pork delivered to you. That sounds like something that we would say. It does. And I say we
Yeah,
because
just go
it's
to the website.
It's the global we.
We're a team.
Yeah, we're a team. We win together, we lose together, which, by the way, Reese Peacock did purchase bakezitiking.com. He purchased the .com. We made up that .com tonight, that Reese Peacock is the Baked Ziti King. You can go to bakezitiking.com/Reese, and you can sign up, and you can get 10 tips on how to make the best baked ziti ever. He messaged me the next day. He's like, by the way, check out this website. The bakezitiking.com. I click on it. It takes me right to EMS Mobile Detailing. I'm like, he bought it. Oh, man. This is Manifesting Destiny, baby. We're taking all the URLs. You guys know what's up. So it was so much fun, man. We had such a good time on Friday night. The food was great. The people were great. The energy was fantastic. We had a really, really good time. And, man, that pulled pork was competition level, dude. That stuff was so freaking awesome. Marianne Kurt, hi. Yes, personal food delivery. I see where you're at, Marianne. Let me reach out to Reese and see if my man will make that happen, because it was fantastic, dude. It was really, really good. We did rock a little Pop-Tart song.
I'll take some right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was Rick's pulled pork smoked, sous vide for 18 hours. 2 hours in the smoker, sous vide for 18 hours. We did the barked ziti. He had that little char on top accidentally, but it was still kind of cool. Baked ziti, golden brown with ricotta, mozzarella, and scratch gravy, which was interesting to think about that, because I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. The first time I ever heard that was a long time ago, and people always assume gravy. It's like brown gravy on baked ziti. That's
Gravy's
weird.
brown.
That's how Italians refer to the red sauce. Their marinara sauce, or their red sauce, is referred to as gravy, which was super freaking awesome.
I learned this weekend that my sister, she likes to make lasagna.
Sure.
And I won't tell you what she puts in it because you'll
Okay.
get offended because you're Italian. But her husband and her son don't like vegetables. They won't eat vegetables. So what she does is she takes the gravy and she puts it in her little blender with spinach.
Oh, okay, that's a good
And
idea.
they never even know.
Really?
They never even know.
Nobody's
going
gonna
to
know. Nobody's gonna know.
So funny.
Yunga Piat. I don't know what that means. Hello, bitch. Should I just get effing drunk tonight, Kings? Yes, you should. Just be careful and don't drive. That's it.
No driving.
Arrive alive, but get toe up, bro.
Yeah,
Hell
do
yeah,
it.
man. Rock it out. Rock it out. So we really appreciate everything on Friday night. It was super cool. Great time with Reese. Rick killed it. Pam's mixed up mandarin Cool Whip lemon cake. I love Shelly's descriptions of all these things, man. She's so creative. I absolutely love it. It's so awesome, man.
10 days, Shelly.
Now they know. That's
10
right, Shelly
days.
Wheeler. Now they know. Bark ziti, the baked ziti, the pulled pork, and then the mandarin Cool Whip lemon cake, which was super freaking awesome. The food was fantastic. Everybody was really great. We had such a good time on Friday night. The energy was super chill. Everybody was really respectful. We even rocked a little Pop-Tart song, which was
And I
really
ate
good.
a lot of pork.
Yeah.
I ate a
Dude,
lot.
you had pork before the show, snuck away during the show, and then also crushed it after the show.
I had a whole plate of it after the show. Dude, I ate so much pork.
Oh, man.
It was so good.
It was really good. It was really good. So we got back on Friday. Now, how was your weekend, sir? What did you end up getting into this Saturday and Sunday?
Oh man, Saturday went and had some family time with
Nice,
mom
dude.
and the sisters.
The Mamador?
And then went over to Dad's, hung out in the pool, jacuzzi, had some dinner,
Oh, that's always good.
and then Sunday morning we had breakfast with mom and the sisters again.
Nice.
And then actually after that, Aaron and I drove around to different parts of St. Pete.
Mm-hmm.
to places that we remember, like nostalgia.
Sure.
So, like she drove by an old place that she lived in Gulfport. I drove by like a couple places that I stayed in. We were just like looking at stuff.
You're like,
oh,
I remember
you remember
that.
that.
I
You
remember that.
for like a half hour. It was so much fun. Loved it.
Some nostalgic, some memories.
Took a little
some
walk.
good times, some
took
laughs.
a little walk on the beach and
Nice.
just
You-
relax.
I
and
know
then
you always try to hit up the beach when you go over there.
There's something about having the sand in my toes, man.
Sure, man. I mean, you're right there, dude.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in this nation that are landlocked. They don't get to do that at all.
Yeah.
So it's like the opportunity, especially growing up in it, because you grew up in St. Pete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially it's right there.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it has to be a really interesting connection
like
to
the
just
smell
like your
of
life.
the ocean.
Sure.
Like looking out in the water, the beach, the
Yeah,
sand
good
on
energy.
your toes, and it's just so good.
Good energy, fantastic times.
love it.
Good, man. What'd you end up getting into yesterday?
What was yesterday?
So yesterday was Sunday.
That was
Kaylee's
Sunday. That was Sunday.
Oh, yesterday was the
Breakfast, nostalgia, drive home. Oh, and then we had garbage plates.
Oh, yes.
We had garbage
Chat about
plates.
that. What is a garbage plate? You
A
told me about
garbage
this
plate.
last night. Fantastic.
This is a shout out to Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
My buddy Mike, Aaron's boyfriend Mike.
Aaron's boo.
He is from Rochester, and late at night, possibly after going out,
night.
you get a little hungry on the way home, so you need to get some food, and they have this little hole-in-the-wall place that serves garbage plates.
Garbage.
It is
Garbage.
delicious.
Delicious.
I'm going to start with that. Here's what it is.
Tasty.
It's a plate with garbage on it. I'm just kidding.
Garbage.
It's macaroni salad and browned potatoes, kind of like home
Ooh.
fries, little piece of potatoes, but
Okay.
browned. You got a plate covered in that.
So macaroni salad,
macaroni salad.
home fries, or diced potatoes,
Something like that,
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Then
What's up, Jose?
then you put a cheeseburger
A cheeseburger
on top
bun
of it.
and everything.
No, just the burger,
The burger,
and the cheese.
on top of the macaroni
top of the
salad
stuff.
and the home fries,
And then a hot dog also
off the side.
on top of the
On
potatoes
top
and macaroni
of the,
salad.
Okay.
We're just building a mess right now.
Okay, gotcha. I can see it in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mind.
Then there's this burger. There's a sauce made with ground beef.
Okay.
It's not a taco flavoring, but it's got some sort of strong flavoring like that.
Gotcha. Some
So
seasoning.
it's like a sauce,
Okay.
but it's got a lot of ground beef in it.
Gotcha.
You pour that all over top of it.
Okay.
Then you cover it with ketchup and mustard.
So ketchup and mustard, brown stuff on top of a cheeseburger, a hot dog, which is on top of macaroni salad and home fries.
Potatoes.
Wow. That sounds like a garbage plate, but I bet it was brilliant.
It was a mess.
I bet it was messy and
and it
delicious.
was awesome.
Yeah, I don't doubt that for
we
a
were
second, man.
So full.
Have you guys ever had anything like that, or have you guys ever experienced something like that? Because you said it's from Rochester.
It's a New York thing.
It's a New York thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
have you guys experienced something like that, or is there a dish from your state or your city or where you grew up or where you lived that is kind of akin to that area? That's something that maybe us down here in Orlando, Florida, may not have heard about, but would be
or
amazed by.
maybe you have your own garbage plate.
Yeah, we want to
Just
know.
a
We want to
mess
know your
of
garbage
random
plate.
ingredients
Give
that,
us your garbage
that
plate.
fills your belly after you've had too many drinks. What?
Delicious, fantastic, comfort food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's some comfort food right there.
Unless you eat the whole thing, then you're
Yeah.
maybe not a little
Uncomfortable
maybe a little
comfort
uncomfortable
food.
after that.
Yeah.
But
So-
you're full.
Yeah, but you're full. That's the point. That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
We're full. That's it. You want to be full. Bada bing, bada boom. Because then you sleep really well. I don't really sleep really well on an empty stomach. I haven't been drunk that many times in my life. Maybe I can count on one hand 3 or 4 times ever, which is weird. But going to sleep on an empty stomach,
That's not weird.
Not very good for me.
That's you, man.
Not very good for me. I need food. And a garbage plate after a night of having a couple drinks, having a couple shots, a couple beers, whatever you want to call them. Bada bing, bada boom. In your face.
I've been drunk more than a handful of times.
In your face, brush your teeth, drink some water, go to bed. Don't forget to drink your water and brush your teeth, kids. So, yeah, man. Well, that sounds like a good weekend, dude. That
It was
sounds like
all
a
right.
very nice, relaxing
It was
weekend.
all right. I got
Mine
a
was
good
the
amount
other
of
way.
sleep.
Mine wasn't really that relaxing. It was extremely energetic. I learned a lot about myself and the world this weekend. When we get back from the show on Friday night, I popped right in my car that was already packed, and I headed to Tampa. I met up with my good friend Amelia Poole, her friend John. I got there about 3 in the morning. We hit the hotel. I hit the bed. I was out about 4:30 because I can't just go to bed. I can't go to sleep. I was up at 8, 3.5 hours. That's actually not bad for me. So we got ready to rock and roll. We went to Tampa Bay Comic-Con this Saturday. Amelia had invited me to judge, along with 3 other judges, to judge the cosplay contest, which we had 96 entries. Over 300 people had entered because there were some groups. Wow. So over 3,000 people were in the convention hall waiting for the cosplay contest to go on. We did prejudging from 9 to 2. I had from 2 to 3 to take a break, which is 1 hour, real fast. I grabbed my Timothy Zahn books. I ran to the floor.
Yeah.
I brought my
Got him.
I brought my Thrawn books. He saw me. And I was walking by the table. He goes, "You have something for me, don't you?" And I said, "I absolutely do." He remembered
right,
me
I do.
from Tampa Bay Comic-Con 2 years ago.
Really?
Because when me, you, Trey, and Josh had the table, he was also there.
Oh,
and
you
that's
little
where I had bought the
fangirl,
book.
you.
Yeah, so like I brought him, and I have the blue edges. So only 5,000 copies were made with the blue edges on the outside. It's the hue of blue that Thrawn is. He's a Chiss Imperial officer, fantastic. Anyway, so he signed that. I bought another book, and the second in the series, and he signed that too. As soon as that was done, grabbed some food, ran back to the cosplay contest. It was awesome. It was awesome, man. One of the largest cosplay contests in the Southeast nation, which is super cool. The only one bigger than that I know of in the southeast of the country is Dragon Con. This one's bigger than MegaCon
wow.
Tampa, bigger than MegaCon Orlando, bigger than SuperCon. This was huge, which
Holy
was
crap.
awesome. So Amelia Poole and Rolando, they were the hosts, and then I got to sit with DBFX, which was super, super cool.
Where's TV?
Another absolute fantastic cosplayer. Like I sat with some incredible cosplayers.
Okay.
Kerrigan Taylor was the guest cosplayer for the entire event, which was awesome. She has over 3 million followers on TikTok, several hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. Like just these were incredible cosplayers.
What was her cosplay? What was she dressed as?
I don't know. It was way out of. She did Rey on Sunday from Star Wars, but whatever she did on Saturday was from some anime. There's so many animes I can't even keep up anymore.
I can't either.
Man, it was so awesome, dude. So we rock and rolled. We did that. We knocked out the cosplay contest. We finished about 5:30. I got back to the floor for a little bit, walked around. I saw Marta, my friend Marta. It was really great to see her. I saw Javier Lugo, my man Javier. Great to see everybody. It was so much fun to see some good friends. We got MegaCon Orlando in just a couple of weeks, so it was really good to get back into the mix, see what was going on. I was walking around as John Constantine, just mean mugging people because he doesn't like humans, which was fantastic. So bounced back here, got back here, hung out with Josh Mullis, watched a little Empire Strikes Back, passed out, got up Sunday morning, and went to Universal. I went to Universal with my friend Lauren and her beautiful daughter Evie, which was fantastic. I learned 2 things. Number 1, I will never, ever spend a penny at Universal Studios or on Universal Studios ever again. If I can't get in for free, I absolutely refuse to go.
Bye.
It was insanely not worth absolutely any. I had a great time with Lauren and Evie. They were fantastic. I really like hanging out with them. Universal, I don't like you anymore. It was just, what a waste of money. An absolute waste of money. I would just say, if you can't go for free, guys, don't buy into the hype. You do what you want. I'm never doing it again. Sorry, and that's hard for me to say because I like people. I like contributing to the, the process. I really do.
You know
it wasn't
he's
worth
serious.
It. Oh man, and another thing, I've wanted kids my whole life. Not anymore. I think I'm done. I like dogs. I think the only kid I'll ever have is a kangaroo or something I can build out of Legos. It took me 4 hours to decide I don't want children. It was crazy. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But I had a good time, man.
Okay.
It was really, really, really interesting. But yeah, if I can't get into Universal for free, I'm sorry, I'm not going. It just wasn't worth it at all.
I'll
It was nuts.
stick to my Buddy Busch Gardens.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We get. You know what? We got to redeem your
Yes, Matthew
experience
Pfeiffer.
and just head on over to Tampa.
I don't mind that.
Let's do that.
In the hours and hours and hours that I was at Universal, I got to do 2 things. I got to ride Gringotts, whatever it's called, and I got to see the Bourne Stuntacular. The technology in Bourne Stuntacular was freaking incredible. I have to say that. Absolutely fantastic. However, that was it. That's all we had time to do. That's it. Almost $200 to do 2 things. That's all we had time to do. And I was like, wow.
Terrible.
N-O spells no.
Sounds like you had a garbage plate.
Let me tell you. No Universal Studios. No. However, you guys do what you want. If you like going, great. I think what they were trying to do is get you to buy an annual pass. That's what I think they want to do. They make the single day ticket so expensive. For another $30, you can get an annual pass. I think that's what they're trying to do, just motivate you to get an annual pass by charging so much for one day. It was almost $200 for one day.
Well,
It was nuts.
they can do that because people come here like from way, way far away, and they're only here for
Jen
like
Chilcote,
a certain amount
I
of
don't
days.
pick any times to go to
And-
Universal Studios. I was invited. I don't ever go to Universal Studios. I don't go to Halloween Horror Nights. I don't go to Universal Studios. Have you ever been to Disney?
I went to Epcot with my family when I was like 8.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't
That was,
I don't really
30
care
years
for
ago.
theme parks. They're not fun for me. Like, it's exhausting. It's expensive. I'd rather sit at home and play video games and play with my dogs and swim in the pool than go there and be around hundreds of thousands of people that I don't like doing stuff that I don't want to do for an exorbitant amount of money that I don't want to give anybody.
I like roller coasters.
Roller coasters are cool. If we could build one of those in the backyard, that'd be fantastic.
We can.
I bet we can buy the Kumba. It's old now.
Nobody wants to ride it anymore. We'll take it.
We'll take it. So yeah, Jen, I was invited to go, man. It was absolutely crazy. I won't be doing that again unless I can get in for free. Then no problem. Like if I can get in, we know people. You know, if I can get in Universal for free, I'll gladly go. I'm still never. I mean, whatever. But it was just. Sorry, dude. It just wasn't worth it, you know. And I don't mind giving money for things that I believe are worth it, you know. Like absolutely.
Oh
if
yeah.
I feel I get the value out of it, absolutely. I don't mind doing that at all.
I believe that about you.
Nope. Anyway, so yeah.
Moving right along.
2 things. I'll never give Universal another penny again unless it's to buy food because I'm always hungry there. And number 2, I don't think I want kids anymore. It took me 4 hours to learn that. I've wanted kids my whole life. It took me 4 hours to be like, nope, I'm good. By the way, to all the moms and dads out there, I love you so much.
You just saved a bunch of money.
Thank you guys so much for doing what you do. It's incredible what moms and dads go through on a daily basis for the children that they love. You deserve all the love and respect and admiration that the world has to offer. You do. My mom and dad, I couldn't ask for a better family. They were absolutely and still are freaking credible.
And now you're wondering how they did it.
I'm wondering how they do it twice.
You did it once, and you chose to do it again.
I was like, well, maybe the big one can watch the little one, and we don't have to do anything anymore.
No. You just compounded your problems.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It was nuts, dude. It was nuts. So, yeah, man, I learned a lot about myself as a person and a lot about my experience in Universal Studios this Sunday.
Well, let's play a song.
I'm down to play some tunes. So we're going to play a song real quick. Then we got Michael James almost ready to rock and roll. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I hear you, Jen Chilcote. I was invited by Lauren and Evie, and they wanted to go, and I love Lauren and Evie. They're 2 of my favorite people. They're so fantastic. We had a really good time. Kayla Harrison, I once caught a phone in the air on the cheetah hunt. That's how fast she is. That's why I'm always worried that she's actually going to take the puppies, because she's very, very fast. Like,
wait a minute. That ride is super fast.
Yeah.
By the way, show of hands. Who wants to go to Busch Gardens with Billy and I?
Apparently the coaster hit an apex, and on the way down, she saw a phone floating in the air, and she just snatched it right out of the air.
That makes sense.
She snatched it right out of the air.
Because it speeds you up, and you go like up, and then you go over the crest, and you become weightless. So everything. I think
that's when she said it was just hovering right in front of her, and she goes, just plucked it from the sky.
That's super cool.
How awesome is that, man? So yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I can turn my experience around on theme parks, but right now, maybe Busch Gardens.
Well, I'm gonna get you in for free.
And once again, free's great.
There.
Free's great. I think that might have been the thing in the very beginning. I was like, dude, I better get my value here, and I did not. If I went for free and I went with friends, like I wouldn't. Universal should pay people to go. Like, they shouldn't charge money. They should pay people to put up with the insanity that people put up with on a daily basis when they go there. It was freaking crazy. So anyway, let's get into it, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. We most certainly appreciate it. And if you guys are Universal fans, I love you. You do what you want to do. That's just my personal preference. But I hope you guys are having a good night, staying out of trouble. What are we looking at here, sir?
180.
Yeah.
6.
Lots of energy. It's a fantastic weekend. I was happy when Monday came around. This is called The World Outside, baby. Then we got Michael James joining us in 3 minutes and 22 seconds. That they left for you are here within the truth and lies. Salvation for the one above, the light and truth, my one true love. And round we go again. Same mistakes we're living in. The left I made when right's the way. Up and down remain the same. Whoa. In lines for days, life writes in ink we can't erase. The past we have denotes the fate. How our life decides its days. Then round and round we go again. Same mistakes we're living in. The left I made when right's the way. Up and down remain the same. Walk on, walk on. Let the world outside your clouded mind be the guide to all you wanna walk on, walk on. To beat the path neath weathered feet, keep taking steps that lead you to the peace you. Oh, 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 take it to the bridge. Walk on, walk on. Let the world outside your clouded mind be the guide to all you wanna walk on, walk on. To beat the path neath weathered feet, keep taking steps that lead you to walk on, walk on. Let the world outside your clouded mind be the guide to all you wanna walk on, walk on. To beat the path neath weathered feet, keep taking steps that lead you to the peace you. Yes. Well done, sir. What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys tonight. Thank you very much for spending some time with us. What's up?
Saw what you did there.
Yeah. Pep up.
That was pretty good. That's a good call.
Want to give it a good cut. You know,
Cut.
and then we're going for a good,
Bye.
going for a good cut, baby. That was a little of the world outside. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We most certainly appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
We do.
Shelley Wheeler, Marianne Kurt, Nathan Druin, great to see you, my dude. Lynn Floyd, hello, Lynn Floyd.
What's
That means Mama Floyd and Papa Floyd are in the house. Great to see you. And it's been several weeks since she hasn't been in Facebook jail. I'm really proud of you, Mom.
Very nice.
I'm very proud of you,
Mama Floyd.
We have to acknowledge that. Like, I'm really, really proud of you.
We're so proud of you.
We're proud of you. Marcio, great to see you, my man. Matt McIver in the house. Kaylee Harrison, hello, love. Matthew Pfeiffer in the house, making it happen. Jen and Chilcote, great to see you, Jen. Michelle Hess, Michelle and Shelley will be in the house in 10 days. Yeah. They'll be here in 10 days, less than 2 weeks to go, ladies and gentlemen. Find us all over these places: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And a huge shout out to everybody for joining us tonight. In the green room, my man Michael James is sitting back there ready to rock and roll. We're really excited to have him. Really excited to have him. So without further ado,
No more ados.
No more ados. We're getting rid of the ados. Ladies and gentlemen, let's chat with my man, the myth, the legend himself, Michael James. What's up, Michael?
How's it going, guys? You all right? Hello, everyone watching. How are we?
Oh, dude, you sound great, man. I love it. I like your room. Your music room is really awesome. It's so peaceful. What are those light bulbs back there? What are those? Are those Edison lights? What are those?
Do you have? I'm just trying to think about it. Is IKEA a thing in America? Is that a thing? IKEA?
Yeah, IKEA. Yeah, we have IKEA.
Oh yeah,
yeah, absolutely,
These are
of course.
IKEA is good because it's nice and cheap, but I mean, it doesn't break the bank. So these are wee IKEA light bulbs, and then I've got. I don't know if you can see them, but my Toy Story Buzz and Woody up there. Toy Story.
No, I
Nice.
see him now.
I've had them since I was about 2 years old. And then,
Oh, I like
yeah.
the nostalgia. I like the nostalgia, Michael
Nice.
James. That's all. You've had them since you were 2 years old.
oh,
Man,
massive
that
Toy Story fan. Massive Toy Story fan. So
man,
yeah.
Michael James just aged himself, which means we just aged ourselves by saying he just aged himself. Fantastic. Fantastic. Michael, thank you so much for joining us, my man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You seem to have a very, very, very interesting setup here. I like your microphone. I like your shield. What's going on now? You've been a musician for quite some time, a good friend of Matt McIver's.
Yes.
Matt McIver, a very, very close friend of ours. Absolutely incredible. We're excited for him to make it to the States one day, and I hope you come with him. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I've been doing music as long as I remember, really, but I originally played drums before I started to sing or anything like that there. So played drums maybe about 10 years now, and then started writing songs, and was like, I suppose I should play guitar, because I can't really be that guy to go on a stage and start playing a drum kit and singing my songs. So I took up guitar, started teaching myself basic chords, but most of my music taste comes from my brother playing stuff on vinyl from the room next door when I was younger. So when I picked up guitar, I started learning songs like that. So I've been doing the singer-songwriter thing about 5 years now, and then really just sort of the last year to give myself a real push, put my original music out there. So yeah, it's been going good. Just do it for the enjoyment of myself, really, you know.
So when you started playing guitar, you were learning covers that you heard on vinyl? You were
Yeah,
learning other people's songs?
me and my brother basically like it's gonna sound really bad, but our room was like a basement in a house, and we were like 2 rooms apart. So he would play like records first thing in the morning or last thing at night. Stuff like Dire Straits or like Donovan or the Beatles, Bob Dylan, all the classic sort of stuff, Fleetwood Mac. So I just started picking up the guitar and learning songs like that, and then just started singing over those chords myself and making my own music from there.
So how long did it take before you started writing your own stuff? Like once you learned the chords, you just like, all right, the music's not playing, I gotta come up with something myself?
Yeah, so I was always like writing songs in my head. Like this is gonna sound really funny, but like walking home from school or something, I didn't have like an iPod or nothing back then, so I just started like singing these own songs to myself in my head. So once I actually was able to learn an instrument, it was just then actually being able to put music to this stuff in my head essentially and start writing songs that way. But I was always writing poetry and stuff as well, so learning guitar was probably just the best thing that happened really, just to be able to actually put those pen to paper and put the song into real life really.
Tie it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man. Now you have you've been doing this. You said you've been doing this for a couple of years, singer-songwriter, playing venues, playing gigs. We see some pictures all over your social media. If you guys are looking for his website, we just posted it right there on the screen. It's also in the chat. You can click on there. You can head over and see what he's got. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got some music videos, some Spotify, some Facebook, some Instagram, a lot of really great stuff. Michael, we were chatting a little bit before. And you've got some new singles, and you've actually worked with Matt McIver on a couple of these to kind of get them produced and get them out there. Like, tell us a little bit about that process, working with Matt and choosing the songs and putting the albums together.
Yeah, I first came across Matt just from Matt being a sound guy, and he is a sound guy as well. But I came across him a few years ago at a gig, and we just got chatting, and we got to know each other. And once Matt seen I was starting to record, he just fired me a message being like, "If you need a hand, if you need an extra set of ears, let me know." And we just really bonded, a really great friendship from that. So basically anything I recorded all my home studio kind of idea, and then go into the studio with Matt, and Matt just sits down, lends an extra set of ears on it, and he's been absolutely fantastic in the process of it all.
Man, that's awesome, and it's kind of crazy because you had said, we really vibed, like we really got together, you guys clicked. Like Matt McIver's that kind of guy. I feel like he could get along with everybody in the whole world.
He does.
Like it doesn't matter who it is. He can meet somebody from the other side, the opposite side of the planet, and he can meet them and they're buddies, and he's recording their music.
We're friends.
We're buddies. No problem. So it's
there's a disclaimer on every phone call. Like by taking this call, you automatically sign up for being friends.
Yeah,
with
you're
Matt.
going to be friends with Matt
That's
McIver.
happening.
Like you don't have a choice. He's just such a sweet dude. It was so it's so cool to hear that you guys were able to work together. You guys were able to bring some music to fruition. You have a Spotify site where we put the Spotify site right up there on the screen. You guys can click on that. Please check out that site. It's totally free. You can go over there. You can check it out. You can sign up. You can subscribe. Follow Michael James. Check out his music. Listen to what he's got going on. We have a little bit of music that we're going to be chatting about. We have a music video that we talked about a little earlier in our pre-show that we're going to be playing for you guys, which is super cool. I've watched it a couple times already. Fantastic. And then, Michael, I see you got a guitar in your hands. Would you be down to rock a jam for us real quick? Would that be okay?
Yeah, I'll play a song now if you guys want, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it and the name of it and where we can hear it. Has this song already been recorded? Is it possible for people to listen to it after they fall in love with it hearing you sing it?
Yes, this song is called Golden. It was just released about a month ago. It's called Golden. It's part of an EP project that's coming out in 2 weeks, so the single's already out itself. It was written a while back, just kind of, most of my music nowadays comes from Spotify playlists, so I'm into a lot of indie folk music, and this was just a mashup of all those kind of influences I've been getting, and it came out as a song. So yeah, it goes like this.
Nice. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael James with Golden.
Camping out so we can see the sunrise. The sun is golden, colored golden. Watch the world turn round, it's here in my eyes. You are golden, colored golden to me. We could travel the world, we could go anywhere, be it Paris or Brazil. And you'd still have my heart like you've had from the start. I can promise you always will. We'll walk upon the shore, leave prints in the sand. Sand is golden, color golden. Well, let me carry you, I can be your right hand. 'Cause you are golden, color golden to me. We could travel the world, we could go anywhere, be it Paris or Brazil. And you still have my heart like you've had from the start. I can promise you always will. Can I tell you something? And it's not against my will. Without you, and I guess I never will be whole. We could travel the world, we could go anywhere, be it Paris or Brazil. And you still have my heart like you've had from the start. I can promise you always will. And lovers come, lovers go, but there's one thing I know, that I don't want to see this end. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you.
Dude, that was beautiful.
Beautiful.
That
Thank
was
you so
stunning,
much.
man. That was really,
Absolutely.
really beautiful. Tell us a little bit about that song. Like, would you give us a little background, like where it came from? What was the inspiration for it?
Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. There's certain songs where, like, I get this idea where in my head where, like, I have a theme I want to write a song about, and I might not write it then, but all of a sudden, like 6 weeks later, a song would come out, and I was like, oh, that's that song I wanted to write. Or, like, even like a wee hook or a melody. So it's
that
that
time.
chorus, and it all kind of flowed from there. But yeah, it's basically just about, you know, like a summer love song, that kind of cheesy sort of vibe. But yeah,
I
there's
like
no
cheesy.
big deep dark meaning behind it. Just that sort of feel good summer anthem kind of idea.
People connect to cheesy, you know. We can all kind of connect to those cheesy love songs. You're like,
Man.
if you want to admit it or not,
Yeah, you don't have to admit
you
it.
don't have to admit it.
We know you love it.
We know you love it.
The songs that pad on and
Good.
you're saying about like nostalgic drives and stuff like that. There, like just that sort of idea. Like if you road trip and it's like you on a road trip, fire on the summer folk playlist. It's one of those kind of songs.
Man, that was really beautiful, and that's available on your Spotify. I can see that. It looks like
On
it's got
Spotify or-
a bunch of listens, my dude. A bunch of listens. Is it recorded in that same format acoustically? Is it full band? How's it recorded?
Yeah. So this EP, I kind of kept it quite stripped back. So it's acoustic, but just like snaps and clicks and kicks and that sort of acoustic sort of percussion. And then just a few other percussional instruments and light sort of instruments. Nothing too heavy. Very light production. Just keeping
Nice,
that
man.
chill.
Dude, killed it. So pretty. Question for you. We're looking at your website here, and if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, it says singer, songwriter, husband, and runner.
Yes,
Which is
indeed.
cool. Now, we talked a little bit in the pre-show, and you said a lot of the ideas that you get, a lot of the inspiration that you get for your song and your writing comes from while you're running. Did
Yeah.
I hear that? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, that's true. I tend to like, I was saying earlier on about like walking about and not listening to an iPod running. I still kind of carry that on to today. Like, if I'm out running, I kind of just like to go. I'm kind of blessed in Ireland where there's loads of open space around the area, so you can run around green fields, mountains, and hills and stuff. And I just go there with no earphones in, absorb nature, and just let my mind build ideas. And once I come home, get a shower, lift up a guitar, it just seems to work. All of a sudden, your mind's clear and you've got a story in your head, and off it goes.
Dude, that's awesome. I like that you
Wow.
I like that you figured out your formula. Like everybody's got a different
Doesn't
formula for
always
how they
work,
write
but
and where
it's
their
kind of the
inspiration
most
comes
common
from.
one anyway. Yeah.
Sure. No, that's awesome. Especially like 'cause you ran for quite some time. Like, did you run to music? Did you run to no music? Like, what did you choose?
No music.
Yeah, just kind
No
of
music.
letting the world
I
be your
I
soundtrack.
used to be the type that listened to music all the time, always and
Yeah, I
forever.
know.
Wherever I could, it was playing. But then I got to a point, I think it was when I didn't have a radio on my guitar. Or, not a radio on my guitar, a radio in my car. I've got the guitar on my mind. But my radio didn't work in the car, and I just didn't fix it. And I enjoyed just having the silence and just like being able to think about stuff and process things and just relax and be like just peaceful. Like nothing's going on, nothing needs to be happening. Just just being there.
Yeah, it's just the sound of you
So I learned
running.
I learned to appreciate that. So I rarely run. Plus, my headphones get all sweaty when I run.
Sure. No, I hear you, man. It's a very nice. I used to do aside from running, I used to drive a lot, just to drive. I would just get in the car during the sunset, put the windows down. I wouldn't have any music on, and I would just drive. And like it really helped me. I would just think about everything, and it felt like very epiphany wise, because I didn't have to focus on anything aside from just chilling, just driving nice and slow, taking it easy, nothing too crazy. Not put myself in busy areas, sticking to roads that were empty. Just driving down an empty road, and like it really helped me therapeutically to kind of like manage and think about things and understand things. And then once I was able to get through the noise, the creativity would show up. Once I could get through the static, then the creativity would show up. But I had to get through that static and work through that to open my mind and open my ears and hear the music.
I think it's the musicians in us, though. I think like when there is that silence, we then create the music ourselves.
Absolutely. Music is one of my favorite things because we literally create memories and emotions from nothing, from silence. Like it's really interesting. What a beautiful canvas that you have that is silence, and you can create anything you want. You can write a story about anything you want to write about, and it doesn't have to be for anybody else but just you. And like
from all those songs and all those notes and all those melodies and sounds that you have in your head, and you just like,
yep. And then here we go. We have some.
And then you play it.
We have an element.
What?
Yeah, right?
What?
You're like, whoa, we created this from silence, which is super cool. So, Michael, what do you have coming up, man? I mean, the world's kind of opening up a little in the States here. Things are kind of going on, but how has it been over in Ireland? How has everything been? How have you guys been managing with shows and venues and gigs and live music?
Yeah. So it was basically, I was saying there, it was about 2 years ago, just over a year ago was when I decided, right, I kind of took a wee bit of a break from music, just adult life and stuff, sort of settled into like a 9-to-5 job and stuff naturally. And then I was like, no, music's what I want to do. So about a year and a half ago, I gave myself a big push to go back out with music. I had all these releases lined up, and then COVID hit, the whole pandemic thing hit. But I just said to myself, I was like, I've wanted to do this for so long. I've waited to do this. I'm not going to even let a pandemic stop me from doing this. So I still released all the music. Live shows weren't really a thing, of course. There was a couple of online streams and stuff like that. But as you say, like now we're getting to the other side of things. I have my first headline show on my birthday this year, next month, which is something I'm really excited about.
Nice.
Heck yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then I've played a few festivals there over the summer, which is really nice to just have crowds back again. Because it's so good to be able to release the music, and like you're saying, the streams and all are coming in online. And it's so good to see. But the reason you do this is to go live and to be able to play it in front of an audience and share your stories with people. And just being able to do that again is just fantastic. It's so much goodness coming out of it.
Yeah, I agree. And when everything kind of went down, I think everybody kind of ran into the same thing where all of a sudden that live energy of the crowd in front of you was gone. And a lot of people moved to streaming. A lot of people in Florida and a lot of my friends and musicians and bands, they stopped playing altogether because they didn't have a remote solution.
Like, I can't do it.
They didn't have a
anymore.
streaming solution, so they just stopped. And we kind of had a little bit of an advantage because we had already been doing this, but we were booked 4 or 5 months in advance of all of our kitchens. And
wow.
everything within a couple of weeks, we had to postpone everything, reschedule everything. So it was like, all right, let's keep pushing. And I didn't realize, I had a feeling I'd miss it a little bit, but I didn't realize how much I would miss those Friday nights with friends and families and traveling around and going to kitchens and having food and celebrating with people in person and singing and hearing them sing along and like engaging with them. Like
having that, it's the energy.
Yeah.
Honest view though, I mean, it is true. Like, I mean, if we're being honest, it is something we all took for granted as performers though. Like, we just took it as that's something we do. Audience would come to see us and stuff like that there. And it wasn't until it was gone that it was suddenly like, what do I do now?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was like, man, we didn't realize. Like, I always realized, like, my favorite thing about performing was the live energy. Like, I've always done theater and music and live music in front of people, and like that live feeling, that energy between it's addictive. I will say that it can be very, very addictive to like the ability to inspire and move people, and the shared energy with a group of people all together is super emotional. For me personally. So like I really miss that interactive part. Now granted, technology allows us to be able to do that, but it has to feel so good getting back out in front of people, standing on stage with a band and playing in front of people again and feeling that energy and that camaraderie.
Like, don't get me wrong, you're 100% right. I mean, we are very blessed as well in this generation that we do have the access of online and stuff. I mean, imagine if this was 20 or 30 years ago, this all happened and we couldn't go online and share with people. So at least we still had some sort of outlet. But no, just I'm also somebody who just works off performance. So even if I'm gigging, that just then urges me on to come home and write and record and get the next thing. It's like you're saying, it's addictive, and I just want to constantly be at it.
Good point.
Yeah, so it's just so good to be back out performing live again.
Yeah, it's a healthy addiction to have. Like, like there are other addictions. We all have them, depending on what it is. Some people are addicted to Netflix. Some people are addicted to walking with their friends. Some people are addicted to cooking food. Like whatever that thing is that fills your pot.
I'm addicted to calisthenics.
Yeah, like and I love the writing part. The writing process is therapy for me. But playing for people, even if I play for just one person, like that emotional value and that energy, it fills my soul. And like when we finally got back into kitchens again, I was like, I missed this so much. I think the first time me, you, and the Mad Scientist got together in our first kitchen together, the three of us were like, oh my God.
Yeah, it wasn't until we actually went back into the kitchen. It was up until then. I was just like,
I think it was Reese.
This is what's happening.
I think it was the last time we went to Reese's house,
and
the three of us were in the kitchen. We were like, I mean, we knew we missed it.
I missed this,
but we didn't realize how much we missed it until we were able to do it again, and we were there. We were like, man. So like, I always love asking those questions, especially looking at your photos, Michael. Like, you do a lot of live performing, a lot of stage performing. Like, are you seeing the schedules start to fill up a little bit more, or how's everything going with the new wave that's coming out? Like, what has been the feel and the vibe over there?
Yeah, it definitely is opening up again, but there's also that you just hear those wee rumors and stuff going around, and wee whispers that like, is another lockdown on the horizon and stuff like that. But it's got to the stage now where I've sort of just started blanking it out and just planning for what I can ahead, and just if it happens, great. But don't get my hopes up at the same time, because there's too many times I've got my hopes up over lockdown and gigs happening, and then a big kick in the face coming last minute. So just sort of taking each day's time. Me and the band, we're rehearsing away and stuff like, and that's what we'll keep doing. I'm going to keep writing and recording away. If the gig happens, the gigs happen, and just keep taking them as they come. Yeah,
I agree. And that's kind of like what the Commodore and I had to kind of do as well. We were like, well, we can't stop. Let's just keep on going. It was like, cool, let's start writing new music. Let's put our album out. Let's keep going. Let's keep booking. Like, we'll book whoever we can book. Now, granted, a lot of the stuff we did from right here, which gave us the opportunity to build the studio, evolve the technology, bring our close friends and our roommate, the Magic Foot Mullis. He was living with us at the time, and he got to up his kitchen game and his kitchen skills. Like, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but the ability to continue to go is an individual choice. Like, we can still continue to grow like you did. You did it by yourself. You didn't need a crowd. You didn't need a group of people. You were like, I'm going to keep writing. I'm going to keep recording, and I'm going to put out a freaking album.
It's different.
Yeah.
But you gotta roll with it. You gotta do what you can with what you got.
And that sounds like that's exactly what you're doing. Looking at your Spotify, I see if you go to Michael's Spotify and you click on discography, you see a bunch of dates in here that say 2020. Like, this dude did not stop. He just kept on going, man, which was super freaking cool. And it looks like there's two entries. One is called Golden 2021, which we just heard that song. And another one is called Brand New Life 2021, which is really awesome. Now, we talked a little bit before, Michael, about a video that was made about the song Summer to Fall. Would you talk a little bit about that? And we'd love to play the video. If that's still okay with you, we'd love to be able to do that.
Yeah. So Summer to Fall was basically... The year before COVID was kind of my resetting year. I had a year out kind of in 2019. Just a busy year. Was getting married, getting a house, all that sort of stuff. But I had a bit of a knock-on effect mentally and stuff where I didn't really enjoy music as much anymore, which is why 2020 was such a resurgent year of I'm doing music again. So Summer to Fall was that one song that kind of captivated all that emotion. It was like the changing of the seasons. It was bringing there's a line in the chorus that says we're going back to the start, because that's what Summer to Fall is all about. It's basically about finding the true love again and finding the roots of why you're doing this, which is basically the high I've been on since 2020. Really, is just not letting anything stop me, and just not as much as it may sound selfish. I'm doing it for me essentially. Any songs I'm releasing and all, I'm doing it just for my own good, and in the hope that everyone else will enjoy them. But the core factor is, am I getting enjoyment out of it?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, and I like to take the word selfish out and put in the word self more. Like, I
Yeah.
really think that's important. Like, a lot of the songs that I write, nobody will really ever hear because it's not really written for them. Sometimes they're personal. It's how I get the thoughts out of my head. I get to put it on paper, and I let it exist on the paper. Now, some songs we both feel that people can connect to, and we can inspire people, and we can speak for, like, we can give them something that they can connect to emotionally, and they can kind of like go through those motions, and it's wonderful. To see people lean in and say, man, this is what this song made me feel. Like the song Golden that you played, that was such a beautiful song, dude. I'm excited to go back when the show is over and listen to it again because it was absolutely mesmerizing. And I watched the Summer to Fall video twice already, and I'm probably going to watch it again. Well, I mean, we are going to watch it because we're going to watch it together, but I'm probably going to watch it again. It's really good. Like, not only was the music video shot really well, but the music itself is just beautiful. Michael, you're such a great songwriter, man, and thank you so much for being here with us tonight, dude. We really, really appreciate you taking some time
Thank you so
to
much for
spend
having
it
me,
with
and
us.
thanks so much everyone else for tuning in as well. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, dude, absolutely, man. So before we wrap the show up with this video, share with us where we can find you, the best place to go to learn about Michael James. If we wanted to get in touch with you, listen to some music, and let us know. Aside from the headlining gig you got coming up next month, which is your birthday month, happy birthday!
Yeah.
Let us know what else you got working on.
Yeah, so the big news, I suppose, globally for everyone would be the EP. It's out on Friday the 13th, bit of a dodgy day, I suppose, for release day. But
That's our 4-year anniversary, August 13th.
But yeah,
Nice.
Friday the 13th, I'm releasing my second EP. It's just a really stripped back acoustic kind of feel. So if you like what you heard with Golden, it's Golden's on it, and there's all the songs, that kind of vibe on it. So stay tuned for that. That'll be on Spotify or your streaming platform of choice. In terms of other socials, the KitchenKillaz have attached my Facebook page, so my website link is on that, and you'll get all my other socials through that. I'm on everything, but I tend to use Facebook and Instagram more so in terms of outreach. But yeah, follow me on everything if you can. That'd be brilliant. Yeah.
Nice, man. And Michael, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for giving us a little synopsis of Summer to Fall too. Like, it's always good to hear from the songwriter, the source himself, because interpretation is a huge tool that listeners have to apply it specifically to their life and how they feel the song is being told, where it's coming from, the source of it. And we still have the ability to do that, but to hear from the writer itself is always such a blessing. Like, we really don't get the opportunity all the time to hear from the actual singer-songwriter where the song came from, what the inspiration was,
I
and
love
what the
it so
overall
much.
message was.
I just love sharing stories of songs because I'm so like, as much as I can write songs quickly, I'm so focused on lyrics and stories because they're probably the biggest part to me. Because like you say, it's just somebody can catch on to it in the terms of emotion and stuff. So I guess sit and chat songs all day. I really could. I love chatting about lyrics and stuff.
Man, that is awesome, dude. We'd love to have you come back on the show anytime you're ready to go, man. The door is always open. After the new album comes out, let's let that simmer for a little bit, and let's see if we can get maybe an update from you in a couple months, maybe another 5-6 months down the road. Get you back in. We'd love to talk about it and hear how everything is going and hear what projects you're working on. We want to hear about your headlining show coming up, your album release. You just sound like you have so much going on, Michael. Really proud of you, dude. And again, thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight.
Thank you.
Nice one, dude. Ready to rock your music video, my man?
Sure.
Let's go.
Oh man, dude, this is so cool. It's such a good video. I really hope you guys enjoy this. So this is called Summer to Fall. This is by Michael James. You can find it on YouTube. You can actually head over to Spotify. You can listen to. He's got so much music up here. Summer to Fall is listed in his discography, so you will be able to hear this one. So give me a second. Let me click a couple buttons here. Make sure everything is okay.
Click.
Oh, yeah. So right when we start to play this, guys, if it sounds good, if everything is okay, just toss a little comment in the chat. We want to make sure you guys can hear everything. We want to make sure everything is nice and clear. Ladies and gentlemen, with no more ados.
No more ados.
We are out of ados.
Further, no more.
Yes, yes. no more ados. This is Summer to Fall by Michael James. Hope you guys are having a really great day. And again, thank you very much for spending some time with us. Here we go.
From summer to fall, at the leaves I sit back looking up. All the colors, it brightens my mind, and it makes me smile. Blown with the wind, feel the cold of the air I breathe in. With the birds, oh, my soul starts to sing for the first in a while. So as we bring in the dark, and the melodies they seem to spark, so light a fire from a song that's on my heart. We're going back to the start. In my eyes, so gaze at the stars as the night sky brings in the dark. Feel constellations, they change in your heart, bringing in new life. So as we bring in the dark, and the melodies they seem to spark, so light a fire from a song that's on my heart. We're going back till we bring in the dark, endless melodies they seem to spark. So light a fire from a song that's on my heart. This song that's on my heart. We're going back to the start.
Man, that was awesome.
Loved it.
That was awesome. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. A huge shout out to Michael for joining us tonight, man. We really appreciate everything. That was so cool. He played a little acoustic version of Golden, which you can find on his Spotify. He also put a beautiful, awesome music video out, man. That was great. And you got me with the puppy. You got me with the little pupper dupper, man. That was fantastic, dude. That was really cool. A huge shout out to Michael James for joining us. Be sure to check out all of his social media. We put up his website a little bit earlier. Find him on Spotify. Head to his social media. Check it out. Follow him. Buy his stuff. Give him your money, ladies and gentlemen, which is super freaking cool. Subscribe to him on Spotify. Follow him on all the social media. He's got a new album coming out August 13th, which is our 4-year anniversary at the same time. So we're definitely going to be talking about that on the show on Friday night. Speaking of, we're going to be teaming up at a Hanging with Web show. The Mad Scientist, Tommy Turetic, 4-year anniversary at the MegaCon 2021 Orlando event, which is going to be super cool. It is the Megaversary. Shelley Wheeler's going to be in the house. Michelle Hess is going to be in the house. We're going to sell a bunch of albums. Speaking of our album, KitchenKillaz.com. You can stream it on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all those things. The title track of KitchenKillaz' debut album was Drift Slide Collide, which we also just released our first music video this past Sunday at noon. So you can head over to our youtube.com/KitchenKillaz. We put a little clip up on our TikTok. Follow us on TikTok.
There's a couple sexy guys on there.
Yeah, a couple sexy guys. Actually, three sexy guys. 3 sexy guys, and wow, making it happen, baby. So we released that on Sunday at noon. A huge shout out to Casador Studios, Kayla O'Brien Media for making it happen, bringing it all together. All of our Patreon patrons, thank you so much. All of our sponsors, Wayne Dench Incorporated, EMS Mobile Detailing, Casador Studios, of course, Tornatore's Ristorante and Marketplace. I was there yesterday. Went there with Josh and Jared. Good times, man. Lakeland Barbecue, Lakeland Ice Cream Company. A huge shout out to Coffee Shop of Horrors, Jonesy's Escape in Tavares, and also Coffee Shop of Horrors in Montverde. And then a huge shout out to Kaluos, our friend Sarah Shulak over at Art House. We're going to be with her August 27th. So August 27th, we're going to be there, which is super cool. We're going to have the mad scientist in the house. We're going to have Tara Duncutta, his beautiful wife, in the house because it's also her birthday the next day.
I was hoping you were going to say this Friday.
Oh, no. This Friday, we're heading to see our man Glenn Dell, which I'm excited.
Glenn!
Love Glenn, dude. Glenn, if you're watching, I'm going to reach out to you shortly. We're going to chat menu. We're going to chat music. We're going to chat this Friday. By all means, thank you, everybody, for spending some time with us tonight. My name is Billy Floyd. That is
Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the Kitchen Killaz from Orlando, Florida, classified as a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We do it every Friday, and we do it. That's right. Check us out this Wednesday at 7:05 is our Patreon-only live stream. Join patreon.com/KitchenKillaz, $5 a month, 17 cents a day. We add you to the private Facebook group, and you'll get a notification on Wednesday at 7:05 that we are live, baby.
You get to hang out with us.
That's right. You get to hear brand new originals, brand new covers. We make it up as we go along. We got the Bip 'em Challenge in the house as well. We take some requests. We tell some jokes. We have a really good time. Much more of an easygoing, kind of non-really structured, just kind of vibing with everybody, man.
Yeah.
It's a really, really great conversation. A huge shout out to the whole Kitchen Killaz team. Thank you, Allison Basie, Michelle Hess, and Shelly Wheeler, making it happen, keeping us, the great Commodore and I, on the straight and narrow. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And again, a massive thank you to Michael James for sharing some time with us tonight. He put up a very, very awesome message here. Thank you for tuning in, guys. It was a pleasure to chat and play for you all. Hope to see you all very soon, which is super cool.
Nice.
So a huge shout out to Michael James. Check that out right there. Join our Patreon as little as $5 a month. You can find us on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, email, kitchenkillaz@gmail.com, twitch.tv/kitchenkillaz.
And as always, if you want us to crash your kitchen,
send us an email.
it's very, very easy.
Boop, 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 boop.
You just type a little email, and
That's
we're like,
it.
yep, here's
That's
some
it.
dates. And you're like, yep, that one. And then we show up around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We play at 9:05
Yep.
live
That's right.
Facebook performance.
Got some
in
music,
Yo kitchen,
some
yo.
tunes, some food,
We're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. We're
Yeah,
going to
man.
play some food.
and we do it for
Listen
free.
to some
We're going to
what?
listen to some food and play some
play some food
listen
and
to some
eat some music.
eat some food.
You know what I mean.
We'll talk to you guys soon. Here's our background.
Bye.
You guys have a good night. Take care, guys.